Well, it looks like this train wreck is finally coming to an end, and I really cannot wait to just be done with this series, never have to talk about it again. I really think it's going to be one of these series that in a couple of weeks, nobody's going to be talking about. Just like every other product that Disney pump out. People go, oh, it's so great. A couple of weeks gone, nobody's talking about it. So I imagine this is going to be the same situation. Uh, Again, the final episode, most of the time I'm like, what is there even to talk about? What is there even to talk about when it comes to this episode? Because it's just like everything's been a train wreck. There's really everything in the episode is just like, you've done nothing. You've really done nothing. Even with this final episode, 42 minutes, I believe the whole episode was, and they didn't really do anything with it. It's like you've just wasted your opportunity, and this was Disney's last opportunity. That this is their last character that they had anything to draw people in, and they've squandered it. It just depends if they go for a season 2, which it's just like I don't want a season 2. It's just absolute garbage. That's really all it is. But yeah, like I said, this was Disney's last hurrah. Their last character that people had some investment in. Because what have they got coming now? There's no characters we give a shit about. There really isn't. There's no characters they've got left to draw people in. They've squandered it all. They've ruined everything. And that is just the Disney way. But yeah, we've got this fucking final episode to talk about. And as I say, I can't wait to be done with it. But we might as well talk a little bit about what happened last episode. So the Grand Inquisitor came back, and apparently, the defense of the Grand Inquisitor not dying is he has 2 stomachs. So now when you stab him, oh well, I've got another stomach here. So he's biological. It doesn't matter if you've got 2 stomachs. If you stab him in one, he's dying. He's dying, but that is the defense going around. Oh, he's got 2 stomachs. And the same with Reva. Reva, of course, she gets stabbed by Vader. Quite close to the heart, it looked like to me. But no, she didn't die either. Nah, she didn't die, because people just don't die now in Star Wars. And people will claim, oh, well, it's always been that way. It's like, well, Qui-Gon Jinn died. There was loads of characters that died, and they were dead. They didn't come back. Characters started coming back when Disney got a hold of it, really. Palpatine came back after the Death Star exploding, because that just makes sense. So really, it's only a recent trend, this, where characters get stabbed by... And Reva not only got stabbed, but she also got stabbed when she was a kid. So twice, she's now been stabbed with a lightsaber. Twice, she survived. Another aspect to talk about Reva is the fact that... So what her big plan has been over the years is, Obi Wan said she was hunting Darth Vader, or hunting Anakin, whoever. So what I don't understand is, for Reva to get to Darth Vader, she's all upset because Anakin killed all the younglings, but she's been going around hunting and killing Jedis. So she's been hunting and killing Jedis to kill Darth Vader because he killed Jedis. Do you see how that logic just doesn't follow? But of course, we all know what's coming. We all know that, oh, well, no, she's just misunderstood. She's just misunderstood. She's really a good person, even though we've witnessed her chop innocent people's hands off, go to torture a child. Even the Jedi in the first episode, they killed him. They killed the guy. So that's what I mean. A lot of this just doesn't make sense. Even Darth Vader knew all these years that Reva was a youngling. and he's just let her. I don't know why he's allowed her to work for him. I really don't get it, but that's pretty much most of the episode that happened in the last episode. But we'll get into this, and I was going to do like a separate video for having an overview, but I'll probably just do it in this. You know, I'll try and keep it brief. But I'd rather just get it done. I can't be bothered wasting any more time on this shit series. So we'll just jump on in, if I can jump on the right screen. So we get our previously, you know, when Reva, I don't know, I don't even give a shit. And again, it's like, even in the last episode, they show how strong Darth Vader is. And it's like, when Obi Wan Kenobi comes up against him, he's got no chance. You've got no chance against Vader. Again, the people working on this have shown the strength of Vader. And meanwhile, they've shown the weakness of Obi Wan Kenobi. But he's just going to get all that back magically. Just going to get all that back. So yeah, there you can see where Darth Vader stabs Reva. So it's quite close to the heart. It is quite close, and she survived that. She survived it. Well, what is it they try and go with? Oh well, revenge keeps you alive or some shit. So yeah, she found that little recording of the absolute retarded Organa. So she's now... I don't even know what her motivation is anymore. I really don't understand what her motivation is. Her motivations just completely went out the window. But yeah, we're back on Tatooine. And she's already here. We don't get to... You know, she's just there. She got there pretty quickly. Where did she get a ship from? Yeah, I don't understand the logistics of this. How she's just there. But yeah, she's there and she says, tell me where Owen's farm is or some shit. And then we're back to the, you know, we ended on the little chase because this Darth Vader ship didn't decide to, when the rebels came out of their base, to just start shooting it straight away. They thought, no, we'll give it a head start first, and then we'll start blasting on it. But yeah, he asks Roku, I think Ice Cube's son name is. I forget. It's just like, how long to you to hyperspace, hyperdrive, whatever the fuck it is. How long till you can get that fixed? Because now that's something else that's broken, so we can't get away with that. So Obi-Wan's just looking around at everybody, looking at Leia playing with a fucking droid that someone really just throw it out the window. So then we're back to Tatooine again. We got Owen, and we got Luke Skywalker. Star Wars is saved again, guys. It's saved because Luke Skywalker appeared. Star Wars is dead. Yeah, if you came here for you know, happy times, you'll be sorely mistaken. You'll get depression here and nothing more. But yeah, that guy tells Owen, we've got a problem. And then, yeah, Obi-Wan tells Leia that because his whole plan is, I'm going to take the dropship so Darth Vader follows me and doesn't follow this ship. And they're all like, I thought we all would have stayed together. It's like, well, you know, this prick over here doesn't know how to fix his own ship. Everything's just broken. So what do you want me to do? But yeah, it's basically about like return the favor for these people protecting the Jedi for the past 10 years. So yeah, like Leia runs off in a little paddy because Obi-Wan wants to try and save everybody. He goes to follow her, and this guy, like, This guy jumps in front of him like Leia's Obi-Wan's boyfriend or something. It's like, just leave her a minute. Just leave. Just give her some space. It's like she's a fucking child. But yeah, Obi-Wan gives this fucking dipstick. He gives this guy the mission to get Leia back to Alderaan. It's like I don't know why you're giving that guy the job. It's like he just gave away Luke's location from his own stupidity. But no, he's going to trust this guy with a child. And then we're back on Tatooine again. Owen's like telling his wife, right? We need to get away. We need to. We might be having some trouble coming our way. So Owen's like, we need to leave. She's like, nah, we stay here. We stay here. No, leave. Leave. There's someone coming here. It's like, no, she's stronger than you. She's stronger than you. What are you possibly gonna do to Reva? What are you gonna do? So just leave. Just leave and go away till it's safe to come back. I don't know why you go, oh no, we'll just stay here. That doesn't make any... I don't know why... Oh, fuck off. Just piss off, show. And of course, with it being Disney, the Whammon takes charge. Owen's just a pathetic little buffoon. She needs to pull a gun out of a wall, throw at him. It's like, this is what we're gonna do, love. Of course, that's the Disney way. Whammon power. So they're basically just gonna set up an ambush. It's like, what chance have you got? It's like, oh, fuck. It's like you would just leave and come back when it's safe to do so. That is just the logical thing you would do. You wouldn't go, no, we'll hang about for the someone that uses the Force. We're a couple of humans that don't have any powers whatsoever. We've just got some bullets. That's all we've got. But Obi-Wan goes and talks to Leia again. And gives him the Tala. I finally remembered her name, Tala. You know, the woman that... The woman that... What did she do? She sacrificed herself. She pulled out a little bomb, and rather than throw it at where the stormtroopers are, she just sits in the same position and blows herself up. It's like she'd been shot, but you still could have lived. You still could have lived. It's a possibility, especially in Star Wars. It's a high possibility that you could have lived. So you could have just thrown that grenade at the stormtroopers, but you decided to blow yourself up. So yeah, Obi-Wan gives him a holster. She's like, "Where's the gun?" It's like, yeah, why? Obi-Wan says, "Yeah, why would I give you your 10? You're 10. It's good you finally remembered that she's 10, because it seems like throughout this whole series, people have been forgetting she's 10. She had a little, I bypassed past the compressor. She had that little moment last episode when she just magically knew how to repair electrical wires. A 10-year-old with no experience on any of these matters knew how to do it. She's been a psychologist throughout the whole series. So he's going to go. Yeah, he's fiddling with his lightsaber. Just getting ready. This guy's like, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Yeah, and then we're... So yeah, there's the little drop ship comes out there. And Vader's like obviously going to go after Obi-Wan. But the Grand Inquisitor's like, well, let's go after the rebels. It's like, why are you trying to... It's like, do you think Darth Vader's going to listen to you, do you? Do you think he's like, no, he's going after Obi-Wan. That's so obvious, Grand Inquisitor, that didn't die because apparently he's got 2 stomachs. So yeah, they follow... So, where's that? Because, again, it's some more bad editing. So, you can see Obi-Wan's ship there. But like a minute ago, it was like very far away. If we can find the little bit. So you can, it's quite far away, but then you go here and it's like right next to it. So now we're back on Tatooine again. All over the place here. Really all over the place. So they're just getting ready. They put Luke in this room. It's like, yeah, that's going to protect him. And then we're back here again. Darth Vader's like, prepare my dropship. Obi-Wan lands down here. Then you can see Darth Vader's ship go down to this planet as well. I'm not sure what planet it is. I don't know. Then he's looking at this droid. And now Reva's at the farm. She's at the farm now. I don't know what she's planning on doing. I don't even know what her motivation is to come here. But I mean, she's been killing Force-sensitive people for a while now, so she might as well give this a try as well. So that, yeah, Vader comes down. Obi-Wan's waiting for him. You know, because magically, Obi-Wan's amazing now. He's so great at what he does, even though the whole series has been about how he doesn't know. He's lost the ability to use the Force. I don't know in what way, because they haven't specified. I don't know if it's because he cut himself off, or he just hasn't had the ability to use it. And also the lightsabers. It's like he shouldn't even get worse at using a lightsaber anyway. It's like it shouldn't be something you forget how to fight with a lightsaber. But as we've seen in their first little rematch that didn't actually happen, it's just nothing more than twat fiction. It's like, yeah, he was shit. He was shit at fighting with it. But now what we're supposed to believe is that no, he's got everything back now. He's got everything back now. All of a sudden, we didn't do anything for it. We didn't set it up to build up to. Now he knows what he's doing. Now he's back in his prime. No, they haven't done any of that. It's just no, he couldn't use it 1 minute. Then when we the writers can't come up with a way to get out of a certain situation, then he knows how to use it. And then, you know, Vader says something. Vader says, what does he say? Yeah, Vader says, you've come here to destroy. It's like, no, you just came here, mate. You just came here, Vader. I don't know if you must have smoked something as you were coming down. I don't know. But yeah, Obi-Wan brings out the... again, I find it so hard to believe that Obi-Wan knows what he's doing with the Force and all that sort of stuff. So they have a little scrap. It's not that good. Reva's now in the compound, and they start firing at her. Again, she's got a lightsaber. You're wasting your time. She's just gonna knock the bullets away. I don't know why you didn't wait till her back was turned and then just shoot her in the back of the bloody head. But no, we can't have that happen. So it's just kind of switching between. So now we're back to the old fight. Again, Obi-Wan can easily push this big rock down. Again, from what we've seen Darth Vader doing in the previous episode, where he just tore the fuck out of that ship, it's like, yeah, it's like he should just. This fight should be over pretty quickly. Vader should just throw Obi-Wan like that straight into a rock. You know, the back of his head hits it. You know, he's dead. There shouldn't really be much of a fight. And then yeah, it's like, so Darth Vader's like using the Force, like, so he opens up a big crevice in the ground, and Obi-Wan falls through it. The rocks don't fall on Obi-Wan for some reason, even though he's below them before they all fall. Yeah, and then he just keeps piling all these rocks on top of him. It's like, yeah, Obi-Wan's dead. He's dead from that. I don't see any way why you wouldn't be dead from that. Yeah, and then like yeah, I think like as Darth Vader walks away, he says, "What did he say? Summon old master." I don't some shit. Really, when it come to this episode, I really wrote fuck all done. I wrote nothing down. All I wrote down was "You came here, Vader," and Obi Wan Episode 6. There's really not a lot to take notes on, and that's what this it's just like surface level shit. It really is. Alright, where are so yeah, Owen's like throwing boxes at her. He's trying to. It's like, yeah, she's got a lightsaber. She's got a lightsaber. You should have left when you had the chance, but you didn't do that. You listened to your stupid daft wife. It's like that's what you done. It's like, again, Disney tried to prop this woman up as, oh, she's better than Owen, but she's fucking dumb as shit. It's like, just leave, leave, and come back when she goes away. She's not gonna hang about for long, is she? Especially in this, it's like Obi-Wan couldn't even wait on the rebels for more than a minute. But yeah, Luke runs out, like goes up a little hatch, and then he runs off into the desert. Do you remember? Do you remember in A New Hope when Luke spoke about all this? Here, Obi-Wan, you remember when that woman with a lightsaber came chasing after me? Do you remember that? No, he didn't bring that up because it probably didn't happen. So Obi-Wan again is just, you know, that's very lucky that everything just so happens to not be crushing your fucking head. But yeah, he pushes all those rocks up. Thinking about Leia. Why Darth Vader didn't hear this, I don't know. I don't know why he didn't hear all these rocks throwing up and crashing on the ground. I don't know why he didn't hear it. So Obi-Wan sneaks up behind him again. They fight again. And look at all these rocks that Obi-Wan's holding up with the Force. You know, it was only a couple episodes ago where he couldn't even move a little nut. He couldn't even use the Force on a little nut. Now he can do this within 2 episodes. Now he's just, oh, I've got all these. Look at me. It's like, no, unbelievable. No build up to anything. It's just right. Well, we need this to happen now, so it's going to happen. But Reva's still chasing Luke. We cut back to, again, really nothing happens this episode. It's just Reva chases Luke, and Obi-Wan fights Darth Vader. That's pretty much the whole episode. Yeah, they've got to have their other rematch that didn't happen. So now, yeah, no, Obi-Wan's dusting him, which I find it hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that Obi-Wan's beaten him. But he had to win anyway. He had to win because he had to turn up in A New Hope. And then I believe people were pointing out they stole this from the Clone Wars, I believe, where you can see his face. Of course, they were going to have the helmet off at some point, weren't they? So you get that shot of Hayden Christensen. He's like, Anakin's dead. I killed him, just like I'm going to kill you. Talking to Obi-Wan. So Obi-Wan, gets a bit tearful. It's like, I'm sorry for what I turned you into. So it's not really your fault, is it? I get, part of this scene, I was like, this would have worked in a different, in a different story, in a different context, but it's just all the shit that's gone on this episode. It's like you could have done this without meeting Vader. You could have come to terms with certain things. So Obi-Wan leaves. So he leaves Darth Vader alive. Fucking hell. Leaves him alive, even though there's a possibility he might find out where Luke and Leia is and go and kill them. So just, yeah, leave him alive, Obi-Wan. Leave him alive. But again, you had to leave him alive for A New Hope, for the original trilogy. So Obi-Wan leaves. Reva's still chasing Luke. And then he gets a feeling through the Force that he didn't know how to use a few episodes ago. And then he goes, "Oh, Luke." It's like, "Oh yeah, Obi-Wan, did you forget about him? Did you?" You're a bit late now, aren't you? Bit late. You're just a bit late. You shouldn't have left in the first place. You left your responsibilities. You left your mission. So apparently this is the motivation of Reva, that she sees in Luke what she once was, so she wants to kill it. I don't know. I really don't know what are they doing with her? Where are they going with her? I don't know why that's her motivation. I'm gonna kill this boy because I don't know. I don't know what they were going for with this. But it just keeps cutting back and forth with her seeing herself as a youngling. Obi-Wan lands. They're both out. They haven't gone anywhere. They're just standing outside their house, going, "Luke, Luke." It's like, yeah, he's long gone. I don't. You couldn't follow his footsteps. So you do realise you live on a sand planet. So when people walk, they leave footprints in the sand. You could follow them. Footsteps don't disappear that quickly when you're talking about the desert. They still stay there for a little bit of time. So you would have been able to see where exactly they both went, where Reva and Luke went. But no, they just go out the front door like they're shouting him in for dinner. I think she says to him, "Where's Obi-Wan? Where's Obi-Wan?" or something. Says, "Oh, it's your fault. It's your fault, Owen, that he left," or something like that. It's like, well, no, it's not. It's not his fault. Obi-Wan is just an idiot. And Reva, of course, comes back with Luke, having not killed him. Puts him down. He's alive, so Owen picks him up, takes him over. And now Reva's sitting there crying. It's like, yeah, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you, all the atrocious shit you've done. But as I said, that's what they were going to do anyway. They were going to try and make you sympathise with her. It's like, why? Why? What reason have you given me? You haven't given me any reason to. So Obi-Wan comes over to validate her, because that's what we got to do. She's crying about. I think I zoned out during this bit. What is it? I'm trying to remember, but I'm just like, should we just skip over it? Should we just go fuck it? It's like, it doesn't really matter, does it? No one cares about Reva. It's a shit character. So she doesn't know what to do now or something. It's like, again, Obi-Wan's like, well, she talks about all the shit she's done, and then Obi-Wan's like, "Oh, well, you came out good. You made the right decision in the end. You know, the same shit they done in Doctor Strange too." So yeah, forget all that horrible shit. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We just forget about that. Just forget about that. Again, we've spoke about this part. What, like the sudden switch in Reva's personality. The sudden switch in, like, oh, well, now she's good. She was really good the whole time, even though she's been hunting down, killing Jedis, chopping hands off of people, torturing children. You know, she's done all these things, but no, we'll forget about that. Just forget about it. Then we go down to Mustafar, where Vader's talking to the Sith, talking to Palpatine. Very weird Palpatine. I don't even know. I don't. What actor is it? I really don't know. But yeah, you know Palpatine that survives the Death Star blowing up. So that doesn't make sense. But But that's what Disney Star Wars is. Oh, we just bring characters back, even though they're dead. They're dead. So like Palpatine's questioning Vader's whatever. And Vader says, Obi-Wan means nothing to me. Well, no, he clearly does. He clearly does. I don't know why you're lying to yourself. And then we finally get Vader's theme. There was better moments to use it. But, at least we finally got it after 6 episodes. Then we're back on Alderaan. Soon to be destroyed Alderaan. Leia's dressing up, combing her hair, putting her gloves on, putting her holster on. Her mum's like, what are you doing with that on? She's like, oh, and then she goes, oh, it's fine. Then they're back down here to meet someone else, which we know it's going to be Obi-Wan. There's Organa, fucking retard. Leia's talking about when I lead or some shit. Then Obi-Wan steps out. She runs for a droid first, and then Obi-Wan goes and talks to Organa. None of this makes sense. So, the Grand Inquisitor, Vader, and all that, they all know that Organa's been in cahoots with Obi-Wan Kenobi. So the Empire should be looking at Organa. They should be. He should be under heavy scrutiny, even to the point of torturing him for what he knows. That's what should be happening. That's what should be happening. So this idea, it's just all a happy end. No, they should be now under scrutiny. That's what should be. The Empire know about all this. They know about all of it. You could. I imagine people are going to make the case that only Reva knew, but she told the Grand Inquisitor as well about the connection between Obi-Wan and Organa. So he knows this. He's beside Darth Vader. I don't know why any of these things aren't taking place. But the writers haven't thought about it. And they try and because as we know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense that Obi-Wan and Leia met in the first place. They really don't meet. They don't meet till A New Hope. That's it. What they've done in this show doesn't make any sense. A transmission to Obi-Wan in A New Hope doesn't make sense. Again, Obi-Wan's saved her. He's done all this type of stuff. Yet in her transmission, she only brings up her father. You fought with my father in the Clone Wars. That's all she brings up. She doesn't bring anything up personal to her. And there's other things you can pull out of A New Hope that don't line up with this. But they try and solve it. Well, I don't know. One day you're. What is it he says? One day when you need my help, when you need a tired old man's help, just give me a call. Just give me a call and don't let anybody keep it a secret or something like that. So my guess is they were trying to seal that up with what they've presented. It's like, yeah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. So yeah, she's like, "Will I ever see you again?" And it's like, "Well, yeah, we know you do." And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, he fucks off. He goes back and he wakes up in his bed, and it was all a dream. It was all a dream. That's what should have happened. So yeah, he's packing up and leaving this place. My guess is he's gonna go to like the place he's in A New Hope. So he's just moving houses. He goes and stops by Owen's with that little toy. Obi-Wan's like, yeah, I agree with you now, Owen. We should just let him be a kid, and the future will unfold how it unfolds. I'm just making stuff up, but that's basically the gist of what he says. And then Owen says, "Do you want to meet him?" which is, that's fine, because we already knew in A New Hope that that Luke knows of Ben anyway, so that's fine. And then he does the little meme. Well, hello there. He does that little meme, and then he fucks off. And then look who it is. Look who it is now. Something else that's had no build up to it. It's Qui-Gon Jinn as a Force ghost. It's not impactful. It isn't impactful in the slightest. This would have been something better if we'd seen throughout the series Obi-Wan trying to communicate with him, and then after all said and done, he finally manages to make contact with Qui-Gon Jinn. It would have been more impactful then, but no, this is the Force Ghost shit as something that's been forgotten throughout the whole series. So Qui-Gon Jinn says, "Oh well, I've always been here." You would to be honest, you would have expected Obi Wan Kenobi to be a bit more amazed that he's, but no, he just like, "Oh, hello there, Qui-Gon." So yeah, and then he says, "We've got a long ways to go." So yeah, my guess is he's just going to his new house, because I'm pretty sure in a New Hope, when Luke drives off to get back home, I'm pretty sure he comes out of that little crevice, doesn't he? So I think that's where he's going, and that's the episode. That is the episode. We're done. So yeah, I don't know what that was. What was it? I really don't know what it all was. So Reva wants to kill Luke for some reason. Then she doesn't do it. Obi-Wan fights Darth Vader. That's pretty much it. Yeah, gotta be one of the worst finales I've ever seen. I don't really know what else to say about this episode, because they didn't do much. They didn't in 40 again. They could have done so much with this series. They could have fleshed so many things out. It's like you've got all the time in the world, but you go for we've got a 30-minute episode here, we've got a 28-minute episode here, we've got a 40. It's like you could have done 6 hours worth of stuff to really flesh things out. But instead, it's just all been bungled together. Nothing follows. It's like with the Force stuff. It's like Obi-Wan was set up to not being able to use the Force, so you could have used that for the whole season. But instead, right, well, we can't. We need something. We need something to happen. Otherwise, we can't get ourselves out of this writing disaster. So what we do is just lean into the disaster. But yeah, there wasn't really there wasn't any clearing up of, because we've all been speaking about why Obi-Wan and Vader don't meet and they don't fight, and that's because of the line where Vader says, "When we last met, I was but the learner. Now I'm the master." So yeah, they don't do anything. I thought they were going to do something for that to try and make it fit with canon, but no, they don't give a shit. They don't give it. The only canon they seem to give a shit about was the Grand Inquisitor. Even though he should have died, but apparently because he's got 2 stomachs, it's perfectly fine. It's the same as me saying I've got 2 lungs. If someone stabs one, I'll be fine because I've got 2 of them. But yeah, that's all they seem to care about. But that's the episode. Again, I don't know what Reva's motivation was. So what, she wanted to kill Luke. She'd only just heard about Luke. She doesn't know anything about him. So I don't understand why she wanted to kill him. My only guess is because she sees herself in him or something like that. Because he's a youngling. She was once. I don't know. I don't know what her entire motivation for. Something that again. See in the previous episode, if they just kept her a villain, then it would have made a bit more sense. If they just followed on from there, it's like she wants to kill him because she's a villain. I don't fucking know, but they didn't do anything with it. It's really just like, right, well, now I've found this, so I need to... The more I talk about it, the more I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what they were going for. I don't know what they were trying to do with it. But again, her character doesn't even make sense anyway. It's like, to get close to Vader, because like to get revenge on Vader for killing all her friends and what she calls her family. She decides the best way to do that is to go around killing younglings and Jedi. Doesn't really make sense to me. That doesn't make sense, but again, they haven't thought about it. They have not. They've not thought about it.